Hi, this is Rob Nelson with Tapping the Matrix Academy, and today I'd like to demonstrate a technique I've been using for very intense emotions. I really started using this with panic attacks when a client was having a panic attack, or on the verge of having a panic attack. And what this technique does is it bridges regular EFT with Matrix Reimprinting. It's a way of accessing the realities of Matrix Reimprinting without going into the Matrix quite yet with a client. It's also useful when a client has gone into the Matrix with you and becomes hijacked by their younger self and too full of emotional intensity to continue. I would just have them step back out, open their eyes, and do this tapping with me. And the tapping contains a little bit of a shock right at the beginning. I think you'll notice that. So this tap along is really intended for EFT practitioners, Matrix practitioners. If you're watching it because you experience panic attacks or any other really intense emotion, let me just ask you to please take responsibility for your own well-being. If you're too activated right now, you might do better by turning this off and finding a qualified practitioner to work with. If you do decide to go through, let me ask you to rate your emotional intensity right now, and at the end of the video, rate it again on our 0 to 10 scale, 10 being the most intense. If your intensity hasn't come down quite a bit, if it isn't close to 0, feel free to go through the video again. You could do it 2 or 3 or 4 times, ratcheting down that emotional intensity. If that isn't working, go ahead and find a practitioner to work with. All right, so now this could work with any really intense negative emotion. I'm going to choose fear. Again, I've used this the most with panic attacks. So without further ado, even though I have this intense fear, even though I have these feelings of panic, these are not my feelings. There's nothing happening right now in this room to warrant all of this fear. I'm not under any threat at the moment. Nothing bad is actually happening right now. This intense fear, this feeling of panic, is really coming into me from a younger self. And I'm going to tap down on the liver point right now. I may not know what's happening to her, but for her, these feelings are valid. There's literally nothing happening in my life at this moment to justify this level of intensity. I'm not currently under threat, but it feels that way. These feelings are off the charts, and they're not my feelings. They're flooding into my body from a younger self. I'm literally feeling her feelings. There's an open channel between us, and her feelings are coming up that channel into my body. I've been feeling them as if they are my feelings, and they're really not. And just that is a little scary, okay, or very scary. I might have felt like I was going crazy because it doesn't make sense. Why am I so scared? Something happened to a younger self that put her into this intense state. She probably thought she was going to die. And I'm in a great position to help her. I'm living proof that she didn't die. And whatever bad thing is happening, I know that it wasn't her fault. She doesn't know that, but I do. I also know that things are going to get better. That this is an intense low point for that younger self. I know, however bad it is, she's going to make it through. And that puts me in a strong position to help her. All of this panic, this intense anxiety, all of this fear, these feelings are not my feelings. They're coming into my body from this younger self, or maybe a posse of them. There's an open channel between us. Something has triggered her, and her feelings are coming up that channel into me. But that channel runs both directions. I'm receiving her fear, but I choose to send her courage. I know that she'll be okay. I choose to send her love and compassion. I know that whatever's happening is not her fault. I choose to let her know she's going to be okay. And if these feelings are too overwhelming right now, it's okay for me to shut the channel down temporarily. It's okay for me to close the door on this open channel, like closing the door on a submarine, sealing it tight. That doesn't mean I'll abandon my younger self. I'm not going to forget she needs help. But I want to help her from a strong and grounded place. I can't help her if I am her. It's like trying to help someone who's drowning by jumping in the water next to them. I do want to help my younger self. And it's okay for me to do that when I'm in a strong, clear, grounded place. I choose to shut the channel down until I am in that place. I love myself for wanting a better life. I love myself for wanting to get through this. I am going to help my younger selves. I'm in a great position to do that now. I am going to get to the other side of this. And nothing is going to stop me. Okay, nice deep breath. So again, this is tapping for very intense feelings of any kind. In this case, panic or fear. Could use this for intense grief, intense anger, intense shame, whatever you've got. And yeah, if you're doing this for your own really intense feelings, again, I invite you right now to check your intensity level. If it's not close to zero, feel free to go through that tapping again You can do it again and again and again if you like. And if that isn't helping, please do find a qualified EFT practitioner. So again, this is Rob Nelson with Tapping the Matrix Academy. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.